Hello. How are you? Okay. I'll get my comments up here. There we go. Yay, yay, yay. Hey there. How are you? Hello again. I know, I feel like I've seen you a couple times today, Brenda. Alright, so tonight we're going to be doing, and I'm sorry I'm working as I'm talking because, yeah, I was supposed to have all this done by now, but it has been an insane day. So, I'm going out of town tomorrow, and so I've been trying to get, everything done. So can you all see me better today? I'm hoping that you can see me better today. Hi. So I got my light put back up. Is it better? Hello, hello. Alright. So this is what we're doing tonight. We're doing the Valentine's kit that I've sent out recently. So, the Valentine's kit came with 3 mesh. So this black and white, it had a little bit of red, and then the pink and the red. Okay, and then this side from Personalize It by Pam. And then this roll, okay, this, and this white with the love. Okay, so that's what we had. So after I cut, what I did is I cut about 5 of each of these, because what we'll do is we're going to do the curly method. So with the curly method, what you do is you cut 10 inches. And so what I do is I just have these sitting on top of each other. You can also put them on your mesh roller. But I was in a hurry, so I just kind of laid them on top of each other. So I put 1, 2, 3 down. Just spread them out. What you can do is just put something heavy on it. We'll put my fan. Alright. And then you just take your cutter, better if you use a rotary cutter, and you cut every 10 inches. It's also good if you have a mat. Mats are important. Okay. So usually when I make these, I usually end up with about 27 bundles. So what we're going to do is we're going to make bundles. So see, I have a few made. I don't have many made. But when you are making one of these, a really good rule of thumb is to put the ribbon in half of them and not in the other half. So that way when you put it on and you spread the ribbons out, it's easier to keep the ribbons spread out. Otherwise, they're going to want to smash all together as the bundles are kind of pushed together. So, okay, you know what we're going to do? We're going to put this up here so I can see your comments, because it's too hard to try to look to my side. By the time I come back and get this set up again, we should be good, because I'll have it all set up so I can see it on my TV. But for right now, at least I can see it in front of me and I don't have to keep looking over to the side. See, y'all, don't y'all love my Archon mount? This thing is the bomb. And look, I got my cup. Oh! I got the other cup tonight. So this is the other one. It's a tumbler. I love these. Love these tumblers. If it's frozen, go out and come back in. Very strange. Okay. I don't know why it's saying it's frozen, because it's fine with me. It's fine here. Okay. Hi! So once you get your rolls cut out, and you want to cut 10" of each one, alright, then you're going to take them apart like this. Yeah, it's fine here. I don't know. It could be anything. It could be Facebook. I mean, we're on YouTube. It could be YouTube. Hi, Belby. So what do y'all think? I think the light is much better. So if yours froze, go out and come back in. That usually works. Let's see. Yeah, that's probably what it was. So you separate them. You're going to take it and you're going to roll it up like this. You're going to do all three. If you need to, get your Bodabra out. You can also do this on your Easy Bow Maker. Same thing. Yay! I'm so glad the lighting is better. So let's see. I now have, what, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 lights in here. It was that last one that did it. But hey, I'm happy. It works. Alright, so you get your bundles, you get your little rolls, and we're gonna do ribbons first, and then we'll just do plain ones. So I just take my cut ribbons. I love this one. Do you love this one? So this is our statement piece. This is the one that's going to make it stand out. So what I want to do is I want to put these two together, and I want to put these two together. So I'll just take it. These are cut at 12 inches. Okay. I'll scrunch it up in the middle. Pull these three out. I took my pipe cleaners and I cut them in half, because you don't need a whole pipe cleaner. Thank you. I'm loving it too. So you pull it around the back. Thank you for blessing my page. Alright. What I do is I pull the whole thing up with my hand like that. You see that? And then twist it nice and tight. So you should have, you know, about 1.5 inches on each part. So when I'm doing my little bundle, I will alternate the colors. So whichever one I ended up with last, which was pink, I will take that and I will roll that one first. Right there. Put it down. Alright, do the second one. Me too, right? I love these colors. I especially love this one because it has this like little line of red in it. So these here are basic mesh. So the basic mesh is really good if you're going to do pull through, push through, or the curly method. So if you get like mesh from Hobby Lobby, it's probably going to be basic. This is a good method to use. Alright, so I take my ribbons, I put it on top, grab my half pipe cleaner, put it around like that, and then push it up. So you're just pushing it up with your hand, and what that does is it makes it easier to grab it and tie it and get that tight. So if you get it tight, it makes these stand up better. So we'll keep doing that until we finish with our ribbons. Oh, good. And then we will do some without. So we finished out with the black and white, so we're going to start with that one first. So put it down. Oh, wonderful. Oh, and I did get these listed today. So Mari has a link if you wanted to look at those. Alrighty. Our Soul Sister cups. I'm obsessed with them. I love these kind of cups. Did you know this is that double insulated, so it doesn't sweat and it keeps your stuff cold for a long time. And it has a little container on it, so if you're, I think we're going to end up with about 27 bundles. If you are a klutz like me, you won't spill things everywhere. Because, yeah, that's me. I am the klutz. But that's okay, because I know it. Alright, so just rolling it up. I could zoom in a little bit if y'all would like to see a little better. Oh, I hate it when it goes that fast. Okay. So I want to end up with the pink. And you know what? If you don't get this correct, it's not really a big deal. Just keep going. So y'all, I'm going out of town tomorrow. I know my Bella's not going to be a happy camper. And neither are my kids. They're not going to be. I'm telling you, isn't it? It is so much easier on a computer. It's almost impossible to comment on an iPad. I don't know why that is. I wish they would fix that. Hi, how are you? Ooh, I bet it's cold there. How cold is it? Thank you. Okay, so we ended with pink. So we start with pink. That just helps make it seem, you know, a little bit easier so you don't really have to think about it. So this sign was made specially for me by Personalize It by Pam. So she does make custom signs, and she also has signs on her Etsy shop. But she does some for some of my kits. So it's great. I'll go and we'll talk about the colors that I have planned. And then she'll come up with designs. It works. Hey, where did you get your boxes? Okay, shipping boxes. So when you're looking for shipping boxes, there are several places that you can go. So you can look on Amazon. You can look on Uline. Let me bring this up just a tad. You can also look on Home Depot, Lowe's, and Office Depot. They all have boxes. And if you're not going to order a whole bunch, it's probably a good idea to go on and look at like Home Depot, because you can order one at a time there and you can have it sent to your store for free. That way you don't have to order like 25 or anything like that. Oh, and let me tell you, if you have called and left me any messages lately, I'm sorry I didn't call you back. I had a problem with my phone and didn't realize that all of the messages were going to the voicemail that my cable company set up. So I just didn't think I was getting any calls. And so I just got them, like today, when I got a message saying I had a bunch. Because I have an answering machine, but apparently it was picking up before my answering machine. So that's been fixed now. So my answering machine will pick it up now. Ah, Yep, I'm headed to New Orleans tomorrow. Early in the morning. I don't think it's going to be very cold there, though. But then again, I don't really know. I haven't even looked. Woo, that's cold. I don't think it's that cold here. It's, I know, like 50s. It's not that cold. Nope, I'm not a cold weather person. I mean, I like snow, but it's more like, yep, Sims does have online ordering. It's more like, I like to look at it and then I want to go home. Because I don't want to have to wear boots and gloves and all that stuff. Right? It's too cold for that. Okay, so we just keep rolling. Rolling, rolling, rolling. So does anybody here have trouble with making curls? 30. Is that close to where New Orleans is? Because that's where I'll be. So we made the cups. They're on creativesoulsister.com. They're on the website. They're the double-walled insulated cups. Whew. All right, we just keep it going. This truck sign, it was made exclusively for me. So see, if you were ever one of those people that wanted to do your own kit, then you should reach out to Pam. Because she can make exclusive stuff. Well, okay, you see that? You see how that's like sticking out right there? Don't stress about that. Get your scissors and chop it off. Because it's not worth the time to try to get it back in line. It's just not worth it. Woo! Yeah, so we're having a meet and greet in New Orleans when I'm there. I still haven't posted that on my page. I need to get to that. It's going to be fun. So if y'all are near the area, it's tomorrow night. Yeah. Alright. Yeah. So if you have trouble making curly, save your rolls from inside your, your mesh, your little tubes. Okay. You can just take it, place it inside your mesh, and just roll it up like this. Okay? And then stick your finger in here and pull it out. So, if you have any trouble with them, oh yay! If you have any trouble with them, go to this method. Because I'm telling you, it will make it faster. If you have trouble with your hands, if your hands hurt, if you're trying to scrunch things up, do this. All you have to do is hold your hand here and just roll it up like that. See, and then you're not using your hands to scrunch it. And there you go. So you see how easy that is? It's a great thing to do so that your hands don't hurt. And use your Bow Dabra if you're having trouble with your hands, because that helps too. Yep. Alright. Try and get your pipe cleaners the same size. Y'all, we had the most awesome Zoom today. Actually, I had 2 Zooms today. So I had a Zoom in my designer group and I had a Zoom in my business group. But I think it turned out, they both turned out really good today. Alright, so when I'm cutting my ribbons, I use my perfect tails. One side of this is 12 inches. See, so you can just wrap it around and around. It's a lot faster. But I'm one shy, so I'll just cut it. Do my little, so I always bend over and cut at an angle to get my little dovetail. And we'll do one more with ribbon, and then we'll do the rest without ribbon. And then we're going to load it onto our frame. Okay. Let's see, what did we do last? We did red last. Okay. I cannot wait to get back and get my new camera set up. I'm so excited. It's going to be right over here so you can see my hands. I'm excited. And I have a new toy to play with, so, I like new toys. Especially techie ones. Alright? Yeah. You can. So one thing I'm doing in my group, in my business group, is I'm going to start telling y'all about some of the YouTube channels so that you know where you can go and find other creators that are just starting out. So every week or every live, I'm going to come on here and tell you about a new one. And then we'll throw out a link, and then you will be able to go and check out their channel. Because you never know. You might learn something totally new. Besides, I don't know about y'all, but I'd rather watch a live than TV anytime. Just more fun. Or just a video. Yes, Jonathan, you do. So today, let's do... Which ones do you have handy, Mari? Whew. We're just going to do one because I think it's a little too confusing if I throw a lot of stuff out there at you. Alright, so we stopped with red. So let's start with red. Hello, how are you? I know, right? I don't either. And when I do, I just get aggravated by those commercials. So, I don't mind, like, coming on YouTube and seeing, like, the 30-second thing. Hey, how are you? Because that's just not a big deal. But having to sit through, like, 15 minutes of commercials, oh, not my thing. Alright, so we did pink, so let's start with pink. Okay, really? I wasn't even paying attention to what I was doing. See, that's what I get when I try to read comments and roll at the same time. Because, yeah. So what have y'all been up to this weekend? Anything exciting? Have you made anything exciting this weekend? Yes, absolutely. You know, I'm all about throwing some tutorials in there because not everybody likes to watch lives, right? Some people just like the instruction part. So, it just depends on, let's not put that right in front. It really just depends on, you know, what your audience likes. I think mine kind of likes a mix. So I try to throw in some of each. I have a lot of fun stuff. Oh, great! So you subscribe to Wreath RN? I love it. Wreath Addiction RN. Yeah. It's really, really helpful if you subscribe to people's channels, especially when they're first starting out, because when you're first starting out, it's really hard to get seen until you get like 100 subscribers, and then after then it starts showing up in the news feed. But until then, it's super hard to get found. So anytime you're doing something like that, you are helping a person. So just keep that in mind. Hi. Yep. You know my Mari, she's on it. Hello, how are you? Okay. So we're getting close. We don't have a whole bunch left. And I usually plan to start somewhere around 27 bundles. And then I get it on, and if I need more, then I will add at that point. But I try not to start with more than 27. Just because it could make it really full and very heavy. So I try to make, the question was how many sets do I make, and I try to make 27 bundles. So that's what I call each set. I call it a bundle. You see how they're all kind of wonky, and these two are laying down and this one's, that's why I do this fold over like that. I can also make sure that my ends are closer to being close together. And then when I tighten it, you see how much more they stand up? So that's why I do that. You can get these ribbon boards on CreativeSoulSisters.com. Sisters with an A. So they're really great because I used to use cardboard, but the problem with cardboard is it bends, and plastic bends, but when you use wood, it doesn't bend. And so you get a consistent length of ribbon every time. You can also make bows on these, which we will do sometime soon. Okay? So we're close. I'm usually a little more prepared, but you know, I was packing and I kind of lost track of time. And we had a really long call today. It was, yep, they're working on them today. Did you see them? If you look over on the Soul Sister community page, you can see them working on the tails. So we had a like 2-hour and 40-minute Zoom today. But it was good because we got a lot of questions answered. So that's why we have them, because people have questions. And it's amazing, a lot of times things come up that other people had questions about. So yeah, they are busy painting and sealing and all that good stuff. Okay, so I have one more, so let's just go ahead and make it. Okay, so let's end out with the black and white. I'm telling you, I am so shocked at how fast time has been going lately. I guess it's as you get older, time just goes so fast. You know? Okay, here we go. We got it. All right, you ready? We're going to start loading it. All right, so we're using a 14-inch frame. It's just a wire frame. It has 4 levels on it. So what I do, okay, I'll see you later. What I do is I tie it, yeah, it was a great Zoom call. I tie it in between the two. So if you have a frame that only has, where's Bella? She's right here. Right there. My baby girl. She's on her couch. See, look, at least you can see where she is now. Sweet puppy. So I'll tie it in between these two. So if you have one that doesn't have 4 levels, if you have one that has 3, you would tie it on the one in the middle. If your frame has 2 levels, you tie it on the top. Okay, so that's how you determine where to put it. So since I have 2 in the middle, I'm going to tie it around both. That way it'll cover the whole frame. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take it, open these 2 ties, put it right on the 2. See, so I'll put it on 2 and 3, rows 2 and 3. And then I'm just going to tie it together like that. And you want to kind of bend it over. That way it'll keep it from coming loose. So I'll do one like this, and then I'll grab one with a ribbon. Okay, and then I'll put that on. So I expect there to be between 4 and 5 in a row. The first row you might have to put on a few more, the last row a few less. Because of course when you first start out, there's really nothing on it. So a lot of times I'll end up with 5 in the first row. So you see how when we tied that piece tight, how they stand up? Now, do you see why we only do a ribbon like every other one? Because we have it, we can pull it across the one that doesn't have ribbon, and then it won't like get all scrunched together. Okay? So we did one with ribbon. We're doing one without. Hey, Pamela. Okay, so if I butchered your name, dear, I'm sorry. I probably am. But you know who you are. And you know I love you. Alright. Y'all, she's from India. How cool is that? And she makes the coolest jewelry. And she does flower arrangements. Alright, so we have it. And she's super sweet. We got it. We tie it. So we're now at 4. Hey, Pam. There's my sign wonder lady. Okay. So you see how nice it is when you start getting the bundles on? So there's still room in this one, so I'll put one more. And then we'll go on to the next row. But as you load them in, you'll be able to get less and less in. So don't worry if it seems like you're using them all in the beginning. Don't freak out, because it will get better. It will get better. So see there? We have 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now we can go on to the next one. So the last one we did was no ribbon. So we got to grab another ribbon one. So you see already when we're starting the second one, it's already starting to push it. So you see how football, awesome. See how it's already starting to go over, so we won't need that many in this one. We'll just do the 4. So that's why I have one, that's why I have an odd number, because I always expect to start, thank you. I always expect to start, look at that little point, I don't like that. I expect to start with one more in that first row. So that's why I usually end up with 27. All right, and don't worry if they're moving around, because as you keep loading it in, it's going to move less and less. So don't stress about that. Okay, so let me put it so you can see. Yeah. I like the bubble method. It's kind of hard to sell bubble method though. It's more like one you make for your house. I do too, right? I love the truck sign. And I'm going to tell you, you don't need even a quarter of the ribbon that was in this kit, so you can make a bow. Okay, so we did ribbon. So now we do no ribbon. We just keep alternating. So we got 4. We're going on to the next one. We're going to put 4 in this one. Wonderful. Thank you. I love what she did with my hair. I'm very happy. I went in and I said, my kids are young and I don't need all this gray and I need you to do something so I can't see it. And she said, okay. And off she went. And I love how it turned out. Because I can't have a teenager and have gray hair. That's just distressing. Okay. So you see how it starts getting tighter and tighter as you go? Now I'm going to tell you, this is one of my most popular wreaths, the ones with the curls. Alright, so back to we did ribbon, so we're going to do no ribbon. And let's see, this is our third one. So we got one more in this row, and then we go to the next one. Alright. They do like to stick together. Oh, the next kit? This is going to be the next kit. And I'm so excited. I can't wait. I've got the mesh in. I just got all the ribbons. That was one of the reasons I went to Sims. And then the one after that is going to be a watermelon kit. And that's as far as I have planned right now. So, okay. Alright, let's see. So we need a no ribbon. So I'm not really paying attention if I have the same colors next to each other. It's not really a huge deal. I do try to make sure that I have the ribbons separated so I don't have 2 ribbons right next to each other. But other than that, I don't really care. Not a big deal. The kits are never more than $42 if I can help it. So that's about what you can count on. The shipping depends on where you live, but it's usually around $10. So, and you get every single thing you need to put it together. So this one had the mesh, the ribbon, the ties, the frame, and the sign. So that's how I do them, so that when you get a kit, you know, you don't have to go out and buy something. You just are ready to do it. Most of the time, I have holes punched in the sides. Did he do that turnaround thing?
No, he tried to, but I caught him.
Come up here and say hello. Hello. Is it my baby and my hubby? He took him to the movies today.
How you doing, buddy?
What'd y'all go to see? You went to see Spider-Man, U-verse or something like that? What was it called?
Spider-Verse.
Spider-Verse. Well, see, I was close. You laughed. I was close. I was close.
It was into.
Into the Spider-Uverse. Was that it? Why do you keep laughing?
The Spider-Verse, not Uverse.
Oh, okay. Into the Spider-Verse. Apparently, Mommy is saying it wrong. See, he thinks he's all big time because he's taller than me now.
I'm not even taller than you yet.
Yeah, you kind of are.
Am I?
Yeah. See, look at that.
A little bit.
It's scary. It's scary when your little baby is suddenly taller than you.
What are you doing?
Okay. We are a happy family. Okay, so we did ribbon, no ribbon. Let's do another ribbon. And we're to our last section. See? See how pretty these colors are together? See how you just kind of see that little splash of black in there, but it's not overpowering. Like when you're making things, if you have a splash of black or a splash of white, it really helps things to pop out. Even if it's just a little tiny bit. You don't have to be overpowering. Just a little splash. Alright. So this is our last section. Alright, and so we're just going to keep doing the same thing. Ooh, I'm thirsty. Alright. Tomorrow, if I get my little holder to work correctly, I might do a live while I'm driving because I'll probably get bored. Okay. So it looks like I'm one short on ribbons. So we're just going to cut one more because I have plenty of extra ribbon. So we need one of these and one of these. Is this the one I used? This is the one I used. So we're going to cheat and put them on top of each other. Alright. So I always like to fold it over in half and cut away from myself to get that nice little detail. Alright, so then I don't really feel like taking this bundle apart. So I'm just going to take my extra pipe cleaner I have cut. I'm just going to tie it right on there. It's not going to matter. Then I can use both of these to tie it on. Okay. So we got that settled. So we got ribbon, no ribbon. I'm excited. I am actually able to get my husband to actually come in and stand in front of the camera now. Used to be, he would come to the door when I was in that room and he would be like, "Are you live?" "Yes, come in." "Nope." "Okay." But at least now he's comfortable. It took a little while, but all right. Oh, thank you. Okay, so we have 27 bundles on here. And so what I'll do is I'll just kind of come and spread it out like this. Make sure I think that it has enough bundles. I'll just go all the way around and make sure I can't see the frame somewhere. So I have one extra bundle cut. So this would make 28. So you always have enough left. See how much is left of these three? So you could make this as full and tight as you wanted to. It's really just a choice. Look at my readers. So now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the ribbons and I'm just going to pull them apart. So I'll spread them over the two. So you see? So I go to the ribbon and I just kind of pull it apart so that you can see it a little better. See, and having it go in between two just means that it kind of has a chance to stay apart instead of squishing back together, because that's what can happen when you have this kind of style. There we go. So I just keep spreading them apart, go all the way around. Ooh. Like this. This is one of my very favorite methods. This is actually one of the first ones I did when I first started doing mesh. Actually, I think it was my very first video. Want me to zoom in? Sure. There we go. So see, I just kind of spread them out, so I'm just pulling them back to make sure that one is going up and one is going down. Is that better? Like this. So see, you're just kind of pulling it in between the two rows. So that way the ribbon has a chance to stay open and be seen. Like that. You can also kind of curl the ends like this to kind of help keep it out. Like that. This is why you like to use wired ribbon, because it's easier to get them to do what you want them to do if they have wire in them. See, sometimes they get pushed down in the wreath. So you just pull them out and then stretch them out like that. There we go. We're about back to the beginning. So see how you can sort of see where the ribbon is now? Oh, thank you. All right, so we have all this done. So I'm going to set it right there. Now, one thing you kind of need when you have metal signs is a beadsmith. So this is a beadsmith, okay? They're made to cut sheet metal. So the one I use is 1.5 millimeters. You can find these at craft stores. You can get them online. And what you do, so when you're using metal, it's better to cut a little hole in it than it is to try to glue something on the back, because they have a tendency to just start to fall off after a while. So what I like to do is I like to put one at the top. I'll go, you know, just like pretty close to the edge, but not right on the edge. So you see how small of a hole it puts in? It's very hard to see. So see that? If I can, I will try to tie it in 4 corners. I'm done, Bella. It's okay. All done. Come here, girl. Come on. I'm done. Come on. Come on. Come on. She does not like it when I make loud noises of any kind. Alright, so I like to use, this is called a paddle. So this is a paddle of wire. The reason they call it a paddle is because it's on a paddle. You can get this at craft stores as well. So you just roll some out. You know, you want about 16 or 17 inches. Okay. I'm going to cut 4 pieces. So the reason I like to use the silver is because it is so thin that it's very hard to see. So see, when you take this and you stick it through that little hole right there, well, unless you klutz like me and drop it. I told you I was klutzy. Okay, so I stick it through, I pull it together like this, and then I just tie it off, just like that. You see, if you tie it right there where the hole is, then it has a tendency to not want to come off. That's a definite must. Anytime I do anything, if I do bows, anything, I'm going to tie it at that point because it will have a tendency to stay on better. Okay? So put it through. Alright. Tie it right there. See, it's so hard to see. See how hard it is to see that? It's because it's thin and it's silver. It's so obvious to see that green. It's just much better with the silver. And it's strong enough, it'll hold it. So, and if you want one of these kits and you didn't get to buy it, if you go over to the Soul Sister community page on Facebook, we are doing a giveaway for this kit. So if you didn't get a chance to buy it, go sign up for that giveaway. It's free. It's just to celebrate how well we've been doing on our page. So make sure you check that out if you want to get one. You're going to get there. You're going to get there. You're going to get there. Alright. So we bring our wreath back. Y'all, did you see my purple? Look. Amanda got me that for my birthday. I don't think I do. Let me see. I might have one extra sign. Alright, so I'm just going to put it right here in the center. So what I'll do is I'll take my, let me kind of move this a little bit. I will take my wire and I will go in between my little rolls. I'm going to go down to the frame. I'm going to put one on one side. One on the other side. So I'm just putting like one in between row 1 and 2 and one in between row 3 and 4. And I will tie it. I'm going to tie it tight, but I am not going to tie it so that it squashes. The flower containers came from Amazon, and on my community page there is a link to those. Actually, if you go to my Amazon influencer shop, it will show you every tool I use. Yeah, it is sold out, but if you go sign up for the giveaway on the Soul Sister community page, because I did save one for that, so you still have a chance to get one. Okay. I know, they go so fast. It's just really hard for me to find enough supplies to do more than like 40 or 50 at a time. So they go really fast. But I come out with a new one every month, so there's always a chance. And if you are subscribed to my channel, make sure you click that bell icon, because we post in the community page when I have a new one coming out, so that you have an opportunity to go grab one before they're gone. Yeah, you know what? I was going to do a bunny butt and they didn't have any. They were out. They haven't come out yet. I know Trendy Tree has a Valentine's kit out as well right now. Because one of the members in my group, Carl, was making it earlier and it looked really cute. So you could always go there and see if they still have one. Y'all know I love Trendy Tree. Okay, one more. So this one, I'm going to show you what I do. Alright, so I just move these aside. I just take my wire, I stick it down. I take this one, I stick it down. Alright, so there's one, there's the other. So I just make sure, you see, that it is on different ones so I can tie it around a wire. And I just tie it around like this. And then I take this whole thing and I tie it around the wire in front of it. Okay, once I have enough of it, I'll trim it off. And then I will take this wire and kind of move it around, and then I'll pull pieces and make sure that they are just sitting right in front of that wire so you can't see where it is. And then I will shake and make sure that thing is on there tight. Okay, so now you see we just put it right in the center. You see, even from the back it looks pretty nice and neat. If you're worried about not having enough fullness, just pull and push these out here. Okay. Now, you have enough ribbon left if you wanted to make a bow. So let's see, what did I do with that? I think. Was it this one and this one? I don't think I have any more of the white up here, do I? Not a little bit. Alright. So, I like my easy bow. Now, we might as well go ahead and make a bow while we're here, right? Because we have extra ribbon. I think this must have been, no, that's the leftover. This is the leftover. So this is how much I had left of that one. That one. There's quite a bit on the roll. And so this one is really nice because it'll help it stand out. So we're going to put this one on the bottom. This one in the middle. And this one on the top. This is one of those. So this is a Soul Sister cup. We sell them on our website. But this is one of those. It's like the steel insulated cup. And it has that double wall so it doesn't, yep, I will, so it doesn't sweat and it keeps your ice cold. And it's white. I love it. Okay, so here we go. Let's get zoomed down. There we go. I think that's better. Alright. So I know most people think when they're making a bow that they have to start with the largest bow at the bottom, but you don't. Are the sides in the kit? Wait, I can't see what that says. No, so the sides in the kit don't already have a hole in them. Most of mine do. It just so happened that that one didn't have a hole in it already. Most of the time, they have holes in them already. But there are other ways that you can attach it if you don't want to cut a hole in it. Alright, so I went ahead and dovetailed that end. Alright, we're going to make this one. We're going to make that tail 20 inches. So we take it, we pinch it up, we put it in our bow maker. I'm going to pull that tail up here. I'm just getting it out of the way. Alright. So we're not going to make this a huge bow. So we'll go to the 6. Right there. Okay. So you want to twist at the center. So the reason you do that is so that when you pull it back up, that pretty side is up. Otherwise, you're not going to have that pretty side. It's just going to be not good. Alright. There we go. So see, if I didn't twist it, it would look like this. You see? So you got to always make sure you do that twist. Alright, so now we're going to do like a 1/2 inch smaller. Okay. Like that. So we're going to do 2 of this one. I really like this ribbon. So about 1/2 inch smaller. So you just kind of eyeball it. Doesn't have to be perfect. A little bit bigger. There we go. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and put those up. Put these down. So this one, now I'm going to cut this off to be the same length. Okay. So there's our first one. Let's do the love next. So I don't have a ton of this love, so I'm just going to make a very short tail, like 7 inches, like that. So I put it on, twist it. I'm going to go to the 5. So we started at 6, then we did 5.5, then we do 5. I think we'll just have enough. So we're at the 5. Okay. So you see how we're going progressively smaller? So that's how you get your bow to look more like the Pro Bow. Alright, on this one we're going to go out to about the 8 for our tail. Put it down. Alright, we're going to go slightly smaller. So just a little bit smaller than that one. Like that. A little bit smaller than that one. Okay. That. One more. Both of these are going to be at that size. We have enough of this ribbon. Okay. So you'll have quite a bit of ribbon left with this. There we go. Like that. Okay, we'll go out to the 8. Whack it off. Alright. So we're going to end with this one. This is another 1.5. So see how you can alternate them. So this is 1.5. 2.5, 2.5, 1.5. Alright, we're going to make the tails long on this one too. So put it down. So we want to go slightly smaller than that one. Like there. Slightly smaller. So now you want to start making sure that you are moving your little bows around. Okay. Alright, so we're going to do one more like that. So just match it against that last one. if you want to end with one in the center, what you do is you just do one loop, okay, like this, and you just leave it there. So then you have that little one in the center. All right, and then we will cut this one off. So see, we still have some left. So the reason we did that one in the center is we take our zip tie. Very important, make sure you run it under all of the ribbon. And just start the zip tie a little bit, just like a couple little clicks. All right, and then you want to make sure that you kind of have your bow spread out. Okay, and we're going to take these two smaller tails and pull them up. Okay, like that. And then we take this whole piece and pull it out. All right, so then you can flip it over. You can see where you have to put that zip tie. Okay, so you start to make it tight, but you don't want to make it completely tight yet. So you can go ahead, take your pipe cleaner or wire or whatever you want, run it through the back, okay, before you tighten it off. Before you tighten it, make sure that you have all of your tails where you want them to be, because once you tighten it, it's hard to move them. Okay, so I want these in the front. Okay, and I want to kind of move my loops around where I want them to be. This one's going to be in the center, so you see how that one's in the center? And it's going to cover where our tie is. All right. So, once I'm pretty happy with where everything is, I'm just going to tighten it really tight. If you hurt with your hands, take your pliers, put it at the bottom, and just push. And that'll get it real tight. Okay, and then we can clip this off. See, we got our tie under there before we were done. Now, we can fluff it out. So see how having that little piece in the center, that covers where that was. Now, the beauty of having these smaller pieces is that they're going to act more like some of the bow than they are the tails. Okay. Alright. So I'm just going to stick my hands in and fluff all this up. Trim this off. Alright, so there we go. There's the bow. It's a nice, simple bow. So you don't want anything too big, right? Okay. Now, we can take our bow and we can add it right onto the bottom. So you would just take your bow and just push it down and tie it on. Okay. Be careful you don't squish it. We have not discussed offering coupons for the Soul Sister store yet, but it would probably be to the members of the Soul Sister group, the community group. Alright, so now let me show you one other thing. So these are going to hang down. So what you can do, this is my favorite thing. This is why I like 1.5 inch. Okay. You can take this, get something, whoops. So I'm just going to use, well, let's not use that pair. I think this pair, no, let's use the scissors. Take it, start curling it around the scissors, but go up like this. And then you can just continue with your hand and just keep twisting and twisting. This is why you use the wired ribbon. You can also do it with your hands just by starting to roll it up like this. Okay. See how fun that is? Yeah, and you can also just curl it up. Like that. See, and then just kind of pull it out a little. Alright, so you see what I mean? How you have these cute little curly things down at the bottom? See, this is a smaller bow, so it doesn't obscure the sign or the prettiness of the wreath itself. It just adds a little bit extra to the bottom. You see how having these tails out to the side kind of make it look like the bow is a little bit bigger than it is? So there it is. We finished it. Thank you. I'm glad y'all liked it. I think it turned out really cute. I even like the bow. Sometimes I don't like bows on these, but I like this one because it's not big. So you don't want a big bow when you're doing this kind. You see how cute the bottom looks with all these little curly things? I love that. I just like curling them. I just think they're fun. I love the fun. Awesome. Thank you. So I'll be gone for the next 3 days. I'm going to New Orleans for some learning. Because, you know, I believe in business you should always continue to learn. So I don't feel like I can train people unless I continue to learn myself, right? So, thank you. I'm so glad y'all like it. I think it turned out really cute. I like it. I think my mom is going to have a hard time picking out which one we're going to put on our door. We have quite a few this year. But that's okay. It's fun. I just like making them. So does anybody have any questions that I didn't see or answer? Because sometimes the comments go by so fast I can't see them. Alright, hold on. Let me get my glasses on because I can't see. You're from New Orleans? Awesome! You should come to the meet and greet. Yes. So when I'm going to, this caddy came from Amazon. It's a children's caddy. The bunny butt came from Sims Pottery, but I believe they had them on Craft Outlet and they had them on Trendy Tree. Alright, so this here is called Antique Wire. So it's wire, but it's been covered in a material that's kind of like, I look funny with glasses on, with a material that's kind of like grapevine. So I just cut a piece off like this. Alright. I always do this before I hang them or send them out. So I'll figure out where the top is, and then I will go in and I will just... You do? You should come to the meet and greet. I have to look and see where it is. You asked about my rotary cutter. So you can get the rotary cutters on Amazon. Yep, 10-inch. Okay, so that's how I do it. So I just twist them around there, make sure that they're not going to come up and scratch a door. And then I tend to put like one of those placemats on top here. Thank you. So it'll cover all the mechanics. But you see, it's pretty neat and tidy because we only used half pipe cleaners. So if you've used whole pipe cleaners, you'd have to come in here and clip them all. It's a pain in the butt. So don't do it that way. All right. So that answer your question? Okay, the Soul Sister page is on Facebook, and you just go to facebook.com, and then it is /Soul Sister Circle Community. That's a mouthful, isn't it? But that's what it is. Yep. Wonderful. Well, thank you so much for joining me tonight. So, I won't be live on Wednesday because I won't be here. But I will be back on Thursday. And I'll either do one on Thursday or I'll do one on Friday. Hold on. Let me see if I can figure out where that meet and greet is. Let's see. Whoop. Deco. There we go. We'll see what it says. Okay. Hold on, I'm looking on his page to see the event. Where's, oh, there's events. Okay. All right, here we go. It is at Bobby Herbert's Cajun Canyon in Metairie, Louisiana at 8 p.m. So that's what it is. Bobby Herbert's Cajun Canyon. So I don't know, all I know is I'm loading in a bus to go over there. The placemats come from Big Lots and Dollar Tree, Dollar General, wherever I can find them, and they're on sale. Of course, at Dollar Tree, they're just $1. But sometimes you can have trouble finding colors, but this time of year, they usually have tons of them out. So I'll stock up on all the primary colors I can find. Thank you. That's so sweet. Thank you. Alright, so if y'all are in the New Orleans area, please come see me. Thank you. I love it too. At least now I've got my light situation fixed. Because that was getting frustrating. So, it is 10-inch mesh, all cut at 10 inches. And the ribbon tails are 12 inches. You could cut the ribbon tails 14 inches too. So, oh, how do I attach the, okay. Alright, so this is one of the placemats, okay? So all you do is you take it, and see there's little tiny holes in this. Can you see? That's it, thank you. Alright, and you just push your pipe cleaner, listen to me. You push your zip tie right through it like that. And then you just go right around the wreath frame. You just tie it on. And I do like at least 4 places, and I try to find one that's about the same color as the wreath that I'm doing. So I could do pink, red, white. I could even do black on this, although I've never seen a black one. So that's how I do that. Okay. The metal hole punch is called a beadsmith, and it's 1.5 millimeters. You see it? Wait. There we go. Hopefully you can see that. Awesome! Okay, well y'all have a wondermous night, and I will see you in about 4 days. So just remember, if you're in the area, come see me. Oh, and my business tip will probably be 1 day late because I, of course, did not have time to do it today. Just sort of ran out of time. But I'll get it up on Friday when I get back. Yeah. So, I'm not exactly sure where she got the purple rotary cutter. I got it for my birthday. But I'm pretty sure that they sell them on Amazon. It just says rotary cutter. It doesn't have like a brand on it. So it just says rotary cutter on it. But I'm pretty sure they have these at Amazon. I also heard that Joann's has different colors of them. So I would check there and see if they have it. Alright. Thank you so much. Y'all have a blessed night, and I will see you in about 4 days. Hey, and if you're in the area, come to the meet and greet and I'll get to see you sooner. It'll be fun. Okay? Thank you. I will. So the best place to purchase ribbon if you're not going to be buying like wholesale and stuff, I would do Deco Exchange, Trendy Tree, Craft Outlet, and the Wreath Shop. That's where I would go to get my ribbons. Okay? Alright, well, thank you. Y'all have a wonderful night, and I will see you when I get back. Okay? Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.